Yo, welcome back to Gip Town, where it's always going down. Like, subscribe, and spread the word around. Today we talking about Charleston White. Now, you pay attention, like on all my videos in the description, I'm just gonna start calling them bitches my unpopular opinion. You heard me? Cause I'm just gonna keep it real, keep it funky, and I don't really give a fuck how nobody feel. You heard me? Boom. Charleston White a real one. You heard me? Real nigga activity through and through. You know what I mean? Nah, I just sat and watched the whole him and Cam Newton interview, right? Over 3.5 hours, 3.5, something like that, 3 hours, whatever, more or less, right? Boom. Charleston White never fails, dog. What this nigga on is what we ain't on as a people. That's why everybody gets so lost in his translation and how he spitting his shit. You know what I'm saying? Pimping is a non-contact sport. You hear me? So the whole time, motherfuckers get mad at what he's saying. They ain't even really paying attention for real. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I remember him saying one time when he was saying, "Oh, fuck Nipsey," right? And R.I.P. Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and all that good shit. I ain't on all that. You know what I'm saying? I always was taught never disrespect to get disrespect. So I'm a different type of nigga. But nonetheless, I'm gonna keep going with what he's saying. Keep up. I remember him saying when he say fuck Nipsey, he's saying fuck the character, the rapper who's this and who's that, whatever. Not fuck Aramis. Aramis is a real person. You know what I'm saying? That rapper, that persona people put on what he talking about, this and that, right? I hear what he's saying. You know what I mean? Now, at the same time, yeah, it's a lot of people who love Nipsey and love Aramis. You get what I'm saying? Regardless, my thing is, I ain't the nigga who out to say fuck this nigga, fuck that nigga, because I don't give a fuck about no nigga. You heard me? If they ain't come from my balls, my sons, don't even matter for real. You heard me? They ain't my family, got my last name, I don't care for real. You know what I mean? Now, at the same time, what Charleston White be talking about be the matter of us looking out for each other. My hat's out go to Charleston, right? Because, like he said, his whole thing was the whole Crips and blood, the gang banging and all that, right? Crips, they kill niggas, right? Niggas kill niggas, Crips, Bloods, Pyrus, all that good shit, right? BDs, GDs, all that, whatever. We kill each other, you heard me? I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White is more so us coming together, being all about our people. People ain't hearing that message, you know what I mean? All right. He made a real powerful point with the whole Deion shit, right? Because he was heavy on the fuck Deion, and you could tell Cam was feeling the way about him saying fuck Deion because they both played the NFL and this and that, whoop the whoop, right? Boom, bruh. What Charleston said that was so real that people missing and people ain't gonna give a fuck about it, even want to hear it. But I'ma still reiterate it and play it back so motherfuckers can hear it on the sense of he said like this, bruh. Now, me, shout out to Deion, everything he got going on, right? Yeah, they ain't had the amazing season that we thought they was gonna have. That's cool. You got to start from somewhere. I hope in his recruiting process next year, he work on his O line and D line. He got the athletes, but he got to beef up his trenches on both sides of the ball. No question. Boom. What people fail to take from what people fail to take from what he said was it being about us, black people, us, our community, having each other. And people always gonna miss it because they don't want to see this shit. They just want to be ignorant, right? When Deion came to Colorado, before he got to Colorado, it was $426 for season passes for their football games, right? The little bit of time Deion been there, $426 is only enough for one seat in the cheapest section now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a big impact that he just brings as just being a strong, prominent nigga with a strong influence, strong everything. And like he said, now that Deion done went from HBCU over here to goddamn Colorado, which is white owned, everybody forgot about JSU. You know what I mean? Everybody forgot about him. Jackson State, nobody talk about Jackson State no more in HBCU. If I ain't mistaken, fam undefeated now. Shout out to fam. You know what I'm saying? I went there for a little bit. You heard me? Yeah, I just look like this. Real talk. Bro, his message is always looking out for the little people and taking care of us and taking care of his community and taking care of his people. I'm all for that. I salute that wholeheartedly. One thing I know for a fact, when I get my bag where it's supposed to be, when I eat, hold on, man, hold on. I had to pause and take a drink because I'm one of them people where I can kick the bobo all day long, but I don't really put people in my game room on what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do, you know what I mean? I keep a lot of shit on the chest, you know, so I can talk shit about anything, just talking shit, but I'm gonna say this and put it out there. I guess it's gonna be one of the things where it's gonna be expected for me to hold my word to it, and I'm gonna hold up to it. You hear me? I ain't tripping on it, right? When I was a kid, my first love was football, right? Boom. Where I'm from in Tampa, Florida, that nigga shouted out the strip clubs in Tampa too. He said Tampa is one of the best strip clubs out of top 5 of the world. This nigga been all around the world. That boy, this nigga is crazy. I'm not getting into my strip club stories here, but this nigga Charleston is why he's a real nigga though, boy. You right, boy. You dead on, boy. I gotta watch the interview with Kim and Cam Newton for that shit, but I ain't doing all that. But that nigga raw for that. Look, so hey, but goddamn. So look, right, boom. All right, so when I first started playing football, I played for the North Tampa Rams, right? I'm from the north side of my city, right? We're going to leave it at that. We ain't going to do too much deep politicking, you heard me? If you know, you know. You heard me? Boom, right? That the first 3 years of me playing football was my first love. For the first time I played it, I knew I was going to the NFL. You heard me? Listen, I won 2 Super Bowls my first 3 years and lost one. One of them I won the Iron Man Award as a trophy outside of just like participation trophies. Now they don't give extra trophies. Iron Man Award is for being the toughest person on the team, right? And if you know anything about the Rams, you know it ain't nothing but dogs. Like the equivalent of people in my city, like the Jaguars and the Panthers or all this and that. You know what I mean? Whatever, right? Boom. So fuck around, like I say, but my thing is, one thing that between me and the closest person to me know, when I get my bag and I get that bitch where I'm supposed to go with this shit, doing this YouTube shit, and I'm gonna be more active, you hear me? Listen, one thing I'm gonna do when I get that money, I'm gonna redo the Boys and Girls Club, right? Because the Boys and Girls Club was a place where kids can be kids. You know what I mean? Like on everything I love, I feel like that's what's wrong with the world nowadays. That's what's wrong with this generation. Kids not going outside and being kids. Kids is they on their phones. You know what I mean? The video game is an online phone chat room where you just get on the phone with you leave school, you be on the chat room with your buddies on the game. Same thing on the phone. It ain't. I'm gonna redo the Boys and Girls Club that I went to in my hood, in my section, on my side of town, and I'm gonna soup that bitch up. You hear me? I'm talking about. I'm gonna give everybody who signed up 3 jerseys. It's gonna be $100 for everybody signed up. You're gonna get 3 uniforms, home, away, and alternate, and new jerseys when we make it to the Super Bowl. You heard me? I'm gonna do that on every level, top to bottom, because football teaches discipline. Football teaches skills about team playing and all that good shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that for my community. That's gonna be my give back. You know what I'm saying? Because when I got derailed from that track, that's what took me off track, should I say. You heard me? I'm gonna do that because I feel like that's something that's necessary. My goal is to save the kids and save the future. Where else to do it but in my community? You heard me? That's what I'm on. That's something that's in my heart and it's been there. When I get that bag, I'm gonna do that when I'm able to. You heard me? And it's gonna be a requirement. When you come to the Boys, every summer I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club there. You hear me? I'm talking about the Mr. J's, OJ box in the carton and the cold sandwiches and shit at lunch. Yeah, nigga. I was there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we used to do. Pool tables, foosball tables, the actual real deal arcade video games. Chief Keef got like 100 of them bitches. Motherfuckers be trying to be so going with the flow and following everything going on that they kill their inner child. Man, my childhood was lit. You heard me? I want my kids to experience that shit. Now live their life looking at a phone and looking at somebody and saying, oh, they want to be like who they see on their phone. And that person is not even a real person. I get my bag right, I'm going to redo the Boys and Girls Club in my hood. And I'm going to make sure that when every kid come in that bitch, first thing we going to do is take phones and put them bitches in a bucket. You heard me? Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to get on no phones in this bitch. We gonna have cord phones in this bitch. An office, somebody sitting in the office taking phone calls. Where if it's an emergency situation, you gotta call your kid. You gonna have to call the office and be like, yeah, little Johnny got to get picked up. Something going on. All right, well he'll be there when you get here. Him and his phone will be ready. You know what I mean? That's how we gonna do it, dog. Real talk. Pool tables, foosball, all that good shit, man. I'm gonna do it like that, dog. To make sure that my kids in my section get back to being kids and living life and stop trying to be these drill rappers and these niggas who putting on a facade and you don't even know who capping and who ain't. That's something that I believe in. And like I say, I salute Charles because everything his message relaying is looking out for those people. There's people who less fortunate who go through shit who, even if they don't want to, they have to do shit just to live. You get what I'm saying? I'm the underdog story hit me every time, dog. I watched Warwick Dunn's story earlier and almost broke down in the tears. You heard me? It's something about the underdog winning. I'm an underdog. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna have that chip on my shoulder. You heard me? It is what it is. Inside to you, work giving back and doing what you do, how you do it. Real nigga. Out of Baton Rouge. I didn't even know that. You feel me? But yeah, man, I met Warwick Dunn in person at the Florida State Fair when he was playing out here. Cool ass nigga, cool as a fan. Took pictures and everything. Like this nigga's a cool, real nigga. You get what I'm saying? I said all that to say, and I kind of got a little sidetrack, but not really, man. Listen, bro. Charleston White a real one, man. Y'all got to really pay attention to the real shit, man. Y'all fucked up on the bullshit. Tupac said a long time ago, they said ain't no hope for something. Nah, he said they said ain't no hope for the future. Nah, I said ain't no hope for the youth. Man, look at our youth now, man. I was born in 90. Tupac died in 96. I still remember growing up on Tupac when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I still remember when he got shot. You know what I'm saying? Me being in the living room with my pops, my grandma, my uncle, and him being wheeled out in the wheelchair with the goddamn Oakland Raiders hoodie on, and he ain't dying. We up cheering like we won a Super Bowl or something. You get what I'm saying? Tupac was that big of a staple when social media didn't exist. You know what I mean? Just if you was alive during them times, what the world looked like right now compared to back then when Tupac was alive, come on, man. That's all and everybody falling under bad leadership. You heard me? And that's the problem with this world. I ain't on that shit, dog. I ain't on that. I ain't with that, and I ain't standing for that. You heard me? That shit is a no-go. I ain't on that. Tupac was dead on. Tupac knew something. You get what I'm saying? Look at the world now. Our kids are the youth in which he speak of. We the youth. Our kids is even worse. The generation is even worse. The times of the world is even worse. And back when Tupac was a prominent nigga, you know what I mean? Social media didn't exist. Ain't no millions of followers. Wasn't no Martin Luther King even back then. Martin Luther King, 1 million niggas to come meet up and hear him talk. And niggas didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? People were strong like that. Now, all this shit is being dictated off bullshit and people not getting a chance to live. You know what I'm saying? That's that shit I ain't on, man. So I was saying, when I get my bag, I'm going to make shit be how it really supposed to be. You heard me? And I'm going to bring it back and look out, and everybody going to be all right. You heard me? I'm going to do the best I can for my people. That's why I say salute to Charleston White. Charleston White a real one. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel for real. This is my unpopular opinion. I'm telling it what it is from what I hear, what I'm listening, paying attention to. You get what I'm saying? He ain't doing nothing but speaking the gospel. You heard me? Real talk. But niggas don't want to hear that. You feel me? Straight like that. And that's that. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got a chance. Go tap in the Cam Newton interview with Charleston White, man. Listen to it. Tell me what you think. And if I'm tripping, drop it down in the comments. Say that. You heard me? I ain't tripping on it. We can talk about it. Nothing than that. Man, y'all be easy out there, man. Gip. I'm out.
I'm trapping, booming, bunking, serving these jankets, nigga, it's nothing. My young niggas coming, I'm throwing them something. 30 minutes later, they pockets be jumping. We solid 100, counting these hundreds. Road niggas hating, but they ain't saying nothing. So they bitches I'm stuffing. I fuck her, she coming. She tell me she love me, but I don't say nothing.